Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome back to another math session. In this math session, we will be solving inequalities using multiplication and division. Yes, they are inverse operations of each other. So to get rid of multiplication, you divide. To get rid of division, you multiply. The first problem we have here, x divided by 5 needs to be less than or equal to 2. Let's look at that red marking there. We're going to treat solving inequalities just like solving equations. That is correct. So we still must isolate the variable. To get it by itself, we have to perform one of those inverse operations. All right, let's look at this first problem. You also see I have there reciprocal, because this implies, this is a fraction implies division. So to get rid of division, we need to multiply by the reciprocal. This is just like saying 1/5, opposite of 1/5 as a reciprocal is 5/1. These are now going to cancel. These ones will cancel. X is now isolated by itself, x less than or equal to. So we have to do the same thing that we did on the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the inequality symbol. So we multiplied by 5. We're going to get an outcome of 10. So our final inequality statement is x is less than or equal to 10. Now, the second set of directions are to graph this inequality. All right, I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, -5, -10. We have an equal to sign, meaning 10 can be included as a possible solution for this inequality sentence. We need to show that by shading the circle at +10. We're going to extend it going to the right because the numbers need to be less than +10. I'm sorry, going to the left because numbers need to be less than +10. That will make this inequality sentence true. So plug any of these numbers we have on this graph that are present and all the way till -infinity, you should get a true statement when you plug all of those numbers in for x. Next problem. Still following the same concept as treating this inequality as an equation. Only difference, you have an inequality symbol versus an equal sign. So if you look at 4n, 4n implies multiplication. To get rid of multiplication, you use division, inverse operation, on both sides of the inequality symbol. N is now isolated. We now have n is greater than 8. So that's our inequality. Now we're going to go ahead and graph this as well. I'm going to count by, I'm going to count by 2, starting with 8. 8, 10, 12. -8, -10, -12. I'm going to go to +8 on my number line, which is here. Open circle, because 8 is not included as a solution that could be used. I'm going to extend this to the right, showing that all of these numbers other than 8, greater than 8, which are 9, and so on and so forth until infinity, which is positive, would all satisfy and make true statements if we inserted the numbers inside the inequality sentence for n. All right, this is today's lesson. We will go over this again in class as well. Again, if you have any questions prior to tomorrow, go ahead and insert a question or a comment in the commenting section. And again, I will respond to it as soon as possible before we go over this lesson tomorrow in class. See you all. Have a good night. Bye.